It's been a long morning and it's like 10 o'clock, but the guy just came and picked up both of the tanks that I listed for sale. So he got those and I'm now on the way to get a haircut. This is what it looks like now. It definitely needs something. I don't remember the last time I got my haircut professionally, but it's been too long. I think the last time technically was like a Great Clips, geez, probably 5 or 6 years ago. So definitely need a haircut. I don't know what style I'm gonna get. I'm thinking something like shoulder length-ish and layers, just so it looks like I have hair, because my hair is super thin. I'm sure she's gonna fuss at me for having it dyed with box dye on top of other box dye. So we'll see how it goes. And then I need to go grocery shopping and come back and edit a bunch of videos and clean. I have a job interview tomorrow, so I gotta do that. And then after that, I should have plenty of time to finish editing everything and hopefully get some stuff posted and maybe do some things around the house before I go back to work on Thursday. And then on Saturday, I'm going to visit a friend that lives out of state and help them work on a house they just bought. So very, very busy week. The weeks where I work 3 days during the week are always very busy. Just because on the alternate weeks, I only work Tuesday and Wednesday out of the week. And for me, it's so much easier to get everything done on weekdays. I don't know if it's because places aren't as busy or there's not as much traffic, or if it's just a mindset thing. But either way, for me, it seems much easier to be productive during the week instead of on the weekends. This isn't everything I got at the grocery store, but it's everything I got that isn't refrigerated or frozen. This was an unplanned trip. I didn't make a list. I didn't come up with what I was going to eat for the week. I didn't look at any coupons, any sort of sales papers, nothing. And I don't remember if I remembered to take my medication this morning. So all of that stuff combined is what produces this as a grocery trip. I got a pair of pajama shorts, a shirt for work. I like these just because we change in and out of scrubs all the time, and they're cheap and they were on sale, so I went ahead and got another one. 2 packs of the chicken and broccoli rice. It just kind of seems like a good thing to keep on hand. Another pack of paperless paper towels. The ones I got before were white, so I thought I'd get some nice colorful ones. Tortillas, glue sticks, ruler, oranges. Mostly got these for the bird. So this is cherries. My dad helped me move the tanks that I sold this morning, so I told him that I would make him a cheesecake. Dog treats. Still working on making my own dog treats. I'm gonna be busy this week, or for the rest of the week, so I wanted to make sure that they had something. I got some lemon juice. I don't know why. It seemed like a good thing to keep on hand, so I got it. I'm pretty sure I did not take my ADHD medication this morning. But moving on. A pair of scissors, some pins, foil pans. Everyone at work keeps asking me when I'm going to bring in more cakes or cupcakes. I figured it was easier to make a cake than it would be to make enough cupcakes for an entire building's worth of people across all of the different departments. So I got these just because I didn't want to take my good cake pans in and never get them back. And I don't know, I made the mistake of taking in baked goods a few times before when we were super understaffed and we were just trying to make it through the day basically. And word got out and it spread, and here we are. I got just plain cardstock, colored cardstock, and some cool papers for craft stuff, the finance planner I'm working on. Don't want to give a bullet journal another go, I guess. It's about 8:30 now. I need to leave at 10 at the latest to get to the job interview. And I have no idea what I'm gonna wear or how I'm gonna fix my hair or do any makeup, if I am even gonna wear makeup, because we have to wear a mask, and since it's in pharmaceuticals we can't really wear a ton of makeup anyway. But I'm not going into any of the restricted areas for the interview, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I'm thinking black jeans with like a decently nice shirt, because the interview is at a place that I already work. It's just for a different position. I think it's a level 4. I wonder if I should get dressed first and figure that out, and then figure out what I'm gonna do with my hair. I don't know if getting it cut the day before a job interview was a good idea or a bad idea, because it definitely needed to be cut. I'm sorry that I'm boring you. My dog's sleeping in the doorway, or one of them is sleeping in the doorway, and the other one is sleeping on the bed that belongs to the one sleeping in the doorway. But yeah, it definitely needed to be cut. I do like it more today than I did yesterday. I used different shampoo yesterday morning, so I took a shower before I went, and so I used like I think it was the Heritage brand, like Daily Gentle shampoo or something. This is where we're at now. I don't know about the shirt. I had a black one that was like more of a knit thing. Is that better? Worse? I don't know. But I had a black one that was more of a knit thing, and I had like white around the neckline and the sleeves. But it was a different colored black from my jeans, and it was like noticeably a different color, and I prefer the jeans over the shirt. And the shirt's also hot, and it's gonna be like 97 degrees today. Not that this one is significantly cooler. For context, I usually wear sweatpants. Now I just look like a lumberjack. I don't know, but it's after 9 o'clock, so I need to start making some sort of definitive decision. So I'm gonna go check in my closet. I have returned from my closet, and I have 2 more options. This, which to me says librarian, and I guess it's probably gonna be the same issue where this is black, and my jeans are black, but they're not the same color black, which I'm not even really sure is considered an issue, or if that's just an issue to me. But there's that one. And then this one, which is another button up, and to me says Gen Z trying to figure out what to wear to an interview for a company they already work for, and they don't know what to wear, and they're running out of options because all they own is long sleeves and button up shirts. Which is accurate. That's exactly what this is. Or back to the original option. I'll just look like a lumberjack. I don't think I'm being asked questions about my thought process for getting dressed this morning. At least I hope not. It is for a pharmaceutical job though. After it, and just say how it went and some of the stuff they asked, and like general questions that I can say what I said, but I don't want to get like sued out of existence for saying stuff that I'm not allowed to talk about, since, you know, pharmaceuticals. And I don't really want to say what company I work for either. It's just a pharmaceutical company, and we work in manufacturing products. I'm not a makeup person at all. And I don't really wear it very often. If I do, it's pretty much just what I'm going to wear today. And I have hooded eyes, and I don't know how to do like fancy eyeliner or eyeshadow for hooded eyes, to be honest. So maybe one day I'll figure it out, but today doesn't seem like it's gonna be that day. I'm also not sure, like if you go to an interview for a job that you don't already have or already work at, then you don't get paid for that time. Son, if you go to a job interview for a place that you don't already work at, you don't get paid for that time. But I already work here, and ideally we try to do interviews and things on days that we already work, so people don't have to come in on a day off. But I couldn't do that because we're understaffed, so it wouldn't really work, and it wouldn't be fair to the other people I work with. So I don't know if I should clock in or not. I want to say, I don't know. Always something. Hmm. 24. Definitely low, but high enough where I can drive on it and do the interview and then put air in it when I get back. And that's what matters. Glad I got the interview. I mean, I obviously I want the job or I wouldn't have applied for it. But I'm half procrastinating getting to the interview and half just really wanting it to be over just because it's stressful. And I don't think it'll be too bad, but I don't know. Job interviews are never fun. Applying for jobs is never fun. Getting a new job is stressful, and the department that I'm in now can keep me for like 3 months even if I get the job that I'm interviewing for. I've moved to the couch, but I just wanted to talk about the interview and how it went. It went better than I expected. The woman that was actually gonna lead the interview, that would be who I would work under, she is out all this week for some personal family stuff that came up. So the girl that I went to high school with ended up leading the interview and is gonna relay like how it went and all of that to the other woman. But it went okay. It was about an hour. They had the road blocked off to get to that building, which is the only way I knew to get to that building, the only way that I had ever been to that building. So I'm glad I got there early because I got there around 10:30 and the interview started at 11, and I didn't end up figuring how to get to that building and where to park and where to go and everything until 10:50. So it worked out. Definitely glad I got there early. I did solve the do I clock in or not thing, The answer was yes. Definitely clock in because it's a safety issue about being on site. If you're on site and they're not 100% aware of when you leave, because we obviously go through a security gate to get actually on the site, but there isn't like a badge scanner to leave. The gates lift automatically when they sense a car, so that's how they keep up with all of that. Let's see, it was a lot of like, tell us about a time that you were training someone and they got like super defensive or aggressive, things like that. There was one that was like, what does quality and compliance, like, how does that relate to your position now? Just like general pharmaceutical questions, I guess. The last 10 or 15 minutes of the interview was them pretty much asking me questions about some internships and research that I did in college, just because they were interested about it. So it went pretty well. It seems like I did okay. I've always heard that if you make your interviewers laugh, like with you, then that's a good sign. But I don't know. Seemed like it went okay. Hopefully. They did say that it would probably be a week or two before I heard anything back, but there was 2 open spots for the position and they wanted to fill it sooner than later. But since the hiring manager had to be out this week, that she would probably call me in a couple days or next week or sometime just to talk about how it went, and if she had any questions specifically for me to give me a chance to answer those. That's pretty much it. Wasn't super exciting, really, I guess. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't seem too difficult a job. It kind of seems similar to what I do now, but, well, I don't know. It's in the same department, so I guess it is similar. It's just, more or less, we have the same goal, but different methods to get there. So hopefully I'll hear something back from them in a couple days. And it is what it is. Hopefully it went all right. But if not, at least I get to keep the job that I currently have. I did end up stopping at the store after the interview, mostly because I was very thirsty and it was at least 8 million degrees and I had to walk across all the parking lots and I was just hot and I wanted something to drink. I didn't get anything super important. Milk, coffee creamer, a bag of frozen french fries. That's pretty much it. My drink, I got a wrap thing to have for lunch and this stuff. These are mosquito bands. They're supposed to repel mosquitoes. I don't know if they work or not, but they were $1, so I figured why not. And I got 2 of them just in case my brother comes over and he wants to go with me to walk through the woods or whatever. And I don't know if, like, maybe you need one for your top half and one for your bottom half. But either way, I got 2. They were $1. I got this. I kept finding them over near the sewing section by the same brand. And they were, I think, $14 for the cheapest one, all the way up to, I want to say it's somewhere around 30. And I didn't really think it was worth it to spend 15 bucks on something just to get straight lines on paper. This was the 3rd time that I had tried to find one, and they were all the same brand, and I was just kind of giving up on it, and so I said screw it, and I got this one for 12 bucks. It was $12.12. I also got these. I don't know what it is, but I really like the scrap packs. It's just a bunch of random bits of paper. I've gotten another one before. I don't know. They're kind of nice to just sort of cover the page. Different colors, textures, that sort of thing. I got these stickers. I don't know if I'll use them in the finance planner. I do need to go through the finance planner and change some stuff because I'm like a week away from August, and it's given me enough time to realize that I don't like the way that I set up July. So I'm gonna sit down and figure all that out. all kind of made it upstairs to the plant room. I guess I left the air conditioning unit set too low while I was at work over the weekend, and there's been a couple plant leaf losses. The white knight philodendron is turning brown, like the leaves at the top are turning brown. And I'm debating the pros and cons of just taking a cutting off the top and seeing if I can root it in water. Can you not? The dogs decided to join me, so I have one of them in the chair sitting behind me and the other one on the floor dusting with her tail. So apologies if you can hear them doing whatever they're trying to accomplish in the background. But I'm afraid to take a top cutting, but I'm afraid to not take a top cutting. I don't really know why a lot of the plants have leaves that are turning brown. I know some of them are obviously crispy, so that's probably humidity, but as far as some of the others, I'm not really sure. But I don't want to lose the entire white knight, but I also don't want to send it into shock from cutting the top of it off. So I don't know. One of the tanks that I sold earlier today was on a stand that my dad built me for my first fish tank that I got as a kid for Christmas. So I kept the stand that I did for my senior project onto it, and I'll see if I can find some pictures and splice those in if I can track down some. Was years ago, but I think since I now have an empty stand that I'm gonna move it up here and just hang some plants on it or set some plants on it or whatever. I just don't really know where I want to put it. I just got back from visiting my friend and going to the greenhouse and everything. I got a few new pots and one tiny plant, and have a lot of plants that need to be repotted, more plants than I have pots. and a lot of them aren't doing well. I've come to the conclusion that I think I over-fertilized. So my plan is to take cuttings of everything that I can and repot what I can't and trim it back and hope it does okay. I also have a tank that I need to take down and take all the plants out of and kind of clean it up. Well, I have 2 tanks like that, so it's gonna be a lot. And it's, I think, 6:30 now, so I won't finish today. And I don't think I'm gonna repot anything today, just because I don't want to shock it and water it right at, nighttime. But I might take some cuttings of some things today and finish everything else up tomorrow afternoon and on Monday, because I also need to clean the house a bit. So I think I'm going to do that and take a couple cuttings today and put everything off until tomorrow. I hope the plants make it. Some of them I don't think will, but we'll see. Today's to-do list and running grocery list. I already had the therapy and I have the tea steeping now. So I think I'm gonna go and put gas in the car so I don't have to do it tomorrow. Drop off the trash. Maybe pick up some food for like a brunch sort of thing or something. And see what happens after that. I don't know how much I'm gonna accomplish today. It's been kind of, I don't know, I've been sort of down the last couple of days, and therapy this morning was a little draining. I did edit some stuff this morning. I didn't really accomplish a whole lot, which is why I didn't cross it off the list, but I did some. It was a good start. And my work clothes are sort of picked out. I just need to grab tank tops and like some socks and stuff, so that shouldn't be too difficult. This is where we're at today. I'll do a full update on the plants in the next video, but I did chop off the top of the white wizard philodendron, repotted a bunch of the smaller plants, moved some things around, set up propagation bins, added another stand for some hanging baskets, and did some random cleaning. You can kind of see some of the new plants that I brought upstairs and a few of the cuttings that are in water in the picture. But everything else, I'll do a full in-depth update in the next vlog. This is probably about all I'm going to do today. The window film, I honestly am just procrastinating because I know it's going to be frustrating and tedious to do. The windows in this house are awkward sizes and they go almost to the floor, so it's even worse. It hasn't been a bad weekend, but it hasn't been a particularly great one either. It was nice to see my friend and everything, and I got some stuff that I really needed to get done. But just mentally, wasn't quite all there this weekend, and then therapy today being so draining really kind of impacted everything that I wanted to get done today. But some stuff is better than nothing.